Hey, you. Yeah, you with the dump truck ass. Welcome back to The Last Drop, baby. Episode 122. We got some spicy topics for you guys today. We talked about Oceangate. Obviously, it's one of the biggest things. More specifically around like the ethics around the memes, the ethics around whether or not the billionaire should have gone down there in the first place. We go into an article about a guy paying $81,000 to grow 7 inches. Dude literally went from 5'5" to 6 foot tall. Sign me the fuck up. I'm short as fuck. And of course, we got a little poo poo boy for you guys. This week, it's an artist who uses poop to make some crappy paintings. You can shoot me for that pun. Guys, as always, thank you so much for supporting and subscribing. Hope you enjoy the podcast.
Yo.
The
What?
What? I have a heart. What?
What? Say
What?
it. Say it.
Say it with my chest?
Say it on my chest. Sorry. All right, so we're going to have to cut into the Patreon real quick. Sarby's taking off his pants. He actually unzipped. He's wearing gray boxers. They look tight.
You're welcome.
I saw a package. He was about to deliver it.
Bro, I'll deliver a huge package.
Here we are.
Speaking about huge packages, would you rather go down on someone with uncontrollable gas or use hot sauce as eye drops?
Gas.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
That would could hot sauce ruin your vision?
I don't know. I think it probably depends on the hot sauce, low-key.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like Cholula.
Yeah.
If it's Cholula, sure, why not?
If it's like da bomb sauce.
Yeah,
no.
I just feel like
what level of the hot wings are we talking? Put it in terms of hot wings.
Where are we on the hot one scale?
Yeah.
Are we right at the beginning? Are we on easy mode?
Yeah.
Are we on easy mode hot sauce?
If we were closer to there, then maybe the hot sauce to the eyes. That's like a jackass bit. Holy shit.
Yeah, that is kind of like a jackass bit.
Dude, Steve-O.
Steve-O, what the fuck?
Johnny Knoxville. Come on. Hot sauce, eyes. You know what? They probably had that written down, and their medical team was like, no.
No.
They're like, actually, no.
Yeah, I think I'd do hot sauce to the eyes because I don't know, something about that would just honestly ruin. If a girl ripped ass while I was down there.
But then you could stop, rip ass, and then you just start laughing and stop.
I think you have to assume that you have to keep going.
Oh.
And she is just and you're just down there
There's no way that she would I have any expectations of keep going after that. I would be like, are you kidding me?
Bro, you're not for the box?
Not if
Fuck
the
for
box
the boys
is
for the box?
If the box is farting, then no. No. One slip is fine and we giggle about it and then cool, I'll resume. But multiple
I'm talking
no.
Fresh out of Taco Bell dollar menu. Just fucking every 15 seconds minimum. And you're just
I'd be like, no. I'd stop. I would rather do that than put hot sauce in my eyeyes.
No.
But
no.
I would be able to stop that. I feel like hot sauce in your eyes, that's burning for a long time.
I'm saying you have to assume that you power through, soldier. This is your girlfriend. You haven't made her come in 2 months, and you're like, I gotta make it happen to
Well, if it was my
get
girlfriend,
my
I'd probably
there.
push through it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess that would probably depend. If it was
and
a
that
random
would take
stranger,
2 minutes, so whatever.
the fuck out of here. I'm gonna call her. Be like, hey, yo, does it actually take 2 minutes?
She'd be like, you on the podcast right now? Be like, hang up. She'd be like, no.
She would.
Yeah, no, but I think overall I would rather do that. I just can't. The hot sauce to the eyes sounds so painful. I'm a wuss.
Really?
Yeah, it sounds.
There's got to be somebody who's done that.
Yeah.
Should we Google it?
Yes.
Google it. Does hot sauce to the eyes blind you? Question mark.
Dude, that's a good thumbnail.
Not clickbait. Sarby pours hot sauce in his eyeballs. Does hot sauce to the eyes make you go blind? Come.
Sorry.
Damn, imagine that's a fetish.
Dude, sorry.
Have you ever gotten cum in a girl's eye?
Probably.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
It was not a good.
No.
It's trying to be sexy. She's like, stop. It's in my eye. It's in my eye.
That's how I feel like the hot sauce would be, except 10 times worse.
Nothing has been scientifically verified to prove a connection between. Oh, that's not what I Googled. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Oh, here we go. Reddit.
Yep.
Reddit. The title of this Reddit thread is, I really want to put very hot sauce in my eyes. Can I go blind from this?
Dude's like on set of like a low budget Jackass, and it's like, should I do this? Like, let me ask Reddit really quick.
Yo, Reddit is the.
let me just ask Reddit before I do this shit.
It's like texting your friend group.
Yeah,
Yo, guys, should I do this?
He thinks he's like texting his friend group, and he's just sending it to Reddit, and he like never gets a response. Oh, okay.
Okay, wait. So this says I have a hot sauce that is very hot. 500,000 Scoville units. Okay, see, if it was that, no way.
Yeah.
I'm taking the uncontrollable gas.
Yeah.
But if it was like Cholula, like what's Cholula's Scoville?
Yeah.
Cholula. How do you spell Cholula?
Don't ask me.
Cholula hot sauce.
Dude, now I want Taco Bell, not gonna lie.
Dude. Should we DoorDash it? DoorDash it mid-pod.
Yo, dude, you want to be on a podcast? I kind of just want my tip.
Yo.
No. Come here, we're on a podcast.
Yo, you want to be on the podcast?
No.
Just some random like DoorDash. You're like, please let me leave.
I just want to tip.
I just want to go home.
Oh my.
Feed my family and my kids.
No. Just get on the podcast really quick.
Dude, if I had Taco Bell, Beans would be feeling the wrath of Taco Bell Beans.
Good.
For sure.
Good.
I'd be farty. Okay, Cholula hot sauce, Scoville level. Sorry, this is all over the place, but I gotta know. 1,000.
And this guy's trying to put 500,000?
Yeah.
Wow.
I actually got some in my eyes the other day and it fucking hurt really bad, but I rather enjoyed the experience in a weird fetish kind of way.
Actually.
Yo.
Okay, this just unlocked a memory from me. Not that, but kind of that. One April Fool's, when I was a kid, I knew my mom always ate this yogurt. I wanted to put hot sauce in it to be like, haha, April Fool's. And
damn, you were gonna April Fool's your mom?
Yeah, I was a fucking ass. Dude, I just thought it would be so funny. Like, it'd just be so funny. And I do it, but like I get some of the hot sauce on my fingers and I wipe my eyes.
Oh, yep. I've done that with jalapeno.
But this was like the Da Bomb sauce. So I was literally over the toilet crying. And my mom's like, what's going on? And I feel like I was like, nothing, go eat your yogurt. Like, I'm pretty sure I caved. I'm pretty sure I caved. And I said, Mom, I tried pulling a prank on you. And like, I got it in my eye. Don't eat your yogurt. Like, this is hell. Like, I'm going through hell right now. Do not do it.
This is karma.
Yeah. Like, God was like, do not mess with your mother.
The parent gods were like,
do not mess with your mom.
You want to fuck with your parent? We'll fuck back.
Yeah, you will get drilled. So I'm now remembering that pain. I'm definitely eating Tootie Box.
Tootie Box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, the Scoville units kind of get me. Also, this is just really funny. Like, this is how I imagine him. Actually gets hot sauce in his eyes. Whoa, I'm so hard right now. Whoa. Or if OP's a girl, like, oh God, I'm so wet. Her boyfriend's just like, her boyfriend's going like to town on her and missionary. And she's like, babe, I want to try something. He's just like pouring hot sauce in her eyes.
She has like like the eye drops, and then he sees it's like red. She's like, yeah, what are you doing? Like, oh, dude, just Tabasco. Oh my God.
Yo, throwback to conversation from the Panamanian Petting Zoo podcast from like, that was like 80 something. Your girlfriend or your wife, let's say you marry your girlfriend. You've been married for like 10 years. You have kids or like dogs together, or something committed. And she's
a
like,
mortgage, that's committed.
And mortgage, there you go.
Yep, a good mortgage.
She comes up to you, she's like, Zemmy, the only way I can get off and the only way that our sex life will be good is if you pour 500,000 unit Scoville unit level hot sauce into my eyes mid-missionary. That will get me to climax. What you doing?
I mean, I'm doing it, but like, that's just there's no way that happens.
I know there's no way, but like,
there's just
if there was a way.
Yeah, I'd do it. It's not gonna affect me.
But like, she's probably gonna be like in pain. Like,
hey,
I feel like that would ruin it for me.
She's happy. I mean, yeah. We have a great mortgage. I'm not gonna throw that away because she just likes to do hot sauce in her eyes.
Interesting. So you'd pour hot sauce in there, but you wouldn't let her pick your corn poop from the Panamanian petting zoo
No.
and eat it?
No. That's
Actually, honestly, now that I say that out loud,
yeah, I
I
was
kind of
like,
agree.
that is so different.
Yeah, that is very
That is so different. Holy shit.
But that would still be really weird. Like if your girl was like, yes, this is how I get off. And like I don't want to see her in pain. Like, you know, like
Mhm.
not your girlfriend. Sorry.
Your significant other.
Any girl that I am
Yes.
doing the sex with, I don't want her to be in pain. I think that would turn me off.
Okay.
High key.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that could not be.
I'm into
your
like a little
thing.
bit of rough, but it's like you're clearly enjoying it.
Yeah.
But the second it's like screaming from pain, I'm like,
whoa.
what are we doing here?
And then she's like, why'd you stop?
Yeah.
You're like, oh.
And I'm like,
Hot sauce is just such like a cartoon thing that like I just don't like it.
you don't think it would? I mean,
It's-
here it is.
I mean, yes, there it is. It's real life, I guess. Reddit's real.
So there, you know, I rather enjoyed the experience in a weird fetish kind of way. Is there any way I could go blind from this? Because if not, I definitely want to do it again. The comments are, I am no doctor, but that should definitely not be put in or any part of your body except for the cavity in your face that is a mouth. And then OP follows up with, what about my bum?
Just a fucking dude. That's what. Just I have this image of like someone in Chipotle just like posting up, just whoom, and then just taking the fucking Cholula bottle and just gwank gwank.
Well, I remember one time I was eating hot Cheetos, hanging out with a girl,
Yeah.
and then we got a little frisky with it, and I started going to go down, and she like pulls me up. She's like, made that mistake before.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because the
Yeah.
hot Cheetos
Yeah.
on the...
Oh my god.
Or like I've heard stories about like
that was
girls-
horrible.
girls' boyfriends eating Chipotle and like putting
Yeah,
the
yeah,
hot sauce on it.
Tabasco,
Like
yeah.
the hot salsa
At Chipotle.
at Chipotle is pretty fucking hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just in the mouth, and then like fiery cooter.
oh my god.
Cooter on fire.
That's so sad.
That is really sad.
Oh.
Ugh. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's crazy. What about my bum? And then someone said, won't kill you, but it'll hurt like all fucking hell for a good few hours.
Yeah. Interesting.
Oh, someone said that it would work much like pepper spray.
That's what I was thinking.
That's
in your
actually a
eyes.
good point.
In your eyes.
Yeah, but pepper spray doesn't make you go blind.
No, but it hurts.
I wonder what the Scoville, like, I wonder if like pepper spray has Scoville units. Pepper spray, Scoville units. Also, we're like really deep in this. We should probably say, please do not put hot sauce in your eyes. This is
yeah.
like completely speculative. Us being fucking idiots.
Yeah.
For the love of God, don't be like, mommy, these two idiots on the internet told me to. Ah!
Do not introduce this to your relationship.
Okay.
It's not gonna save
Oh.
it. Just listen to your girlfriend. That'll
Pepper
help.
spray that law enforcement officers use measures between 500,000 and 2 million Scoville scale units
Yeah.
or whatever.
So I guess you won't go blind.
You won't go blind.
It could get like infection though, maybe. I don't know. It's
Probably.
not, dude, not worth it.
Yeah, it's probably not. I wouldn't say there's zero chance that you could go blind, but
Yeah.
it's the same.
I would just plug my nose and do my thing.
Yeah. Crazy. You just.
Yep. Exactly.
I'm in.
Exactly.
I'm in.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm about to dive in.
you got the
who
little like
else-
the yeah.
the nose.
yeah, the
You al-
nose thing.
You know who also dove in?
No.
Oceangate peeps.
Oh,
That was kind of a bad.
yeah. Yep.
Okay, here's the thing. Before I want to talk about this because
Yeah.
it's kind of the thing to talk about right now.
Yeah, it is.
Um,
it is trending.
I want to say that I'm sure you share the same sentiment. Like, hearts out to the families of the people that died.
Yeah.
That
I
definitely.
don't
sucks.
know any of like I've only heard about the owner, the captain's family.
What about the family? What did you hear?
That didn't his son go to like a Blink 182 concert like while his dad was like down there?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, that was like a big thing.
Damn,
That's what
that
I
would
thought
be,
part of
like-
what we were talking about.
That would be crazy. I don't think I could ever listen to Blink 182 anyways. I was more going to talk about, so like, I wanted to dive in. So like, I didn't post any memes, with
Mhm.
my meme accounts. I didn't post
Yeah.
any about the.
There were so many.
there were so many. I think for me, I was trying to process it because like we've gone over like, oh hey, this guy died from like electrocuting himself with a ping pong ball up his ass. Like,
yeah,
I'm sorry, that's just like it's
Yeah.
kind of like that's like funny to me because it's like, dude, what the fuck?
that's like a cartoon way to go out.
Yeah.
Where this is like, not.
Well, here's the thing. People were making jokes about it before we knew if they were dead or not.
Yeah.
That was what I was the most uncomfortable about.
yeah,
I will say there were a couple memes where, dude,
felt so wrong.
white people humor,
Yeah. Oh,
dude, some of the memes he was making, I just couldn't help it.
yeah,
I literally on the elevator up, actually, let me show you this. On the elevator up, I just like open up Instagram. Who pops up?
Yeah.
White people humor. What's the meme about? The Oceangate submarine.
oh my
Of
god.
course, it's just like the most, how the fuck did you think of this?
Yeah,
And this is by far the funniest shit I have ever seen in my entire life. And I could not help but laugh. It's really sad,
oh my god.
but I saw it and I was just like, dude,
Jesus Christ.
dude.
I've seen some where I just like I had to like, it was almost like one like right side of my head was like, this is
Don't do it,
hilarious.
don't. Oh.
And then like my right side, the other side of my head was like, you should check your moral compass.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Exactly.
I like just opened it and I was like, I'm having such a hard time processing
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
I'm having a huge like dissonance right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So I'm the one thing that I saw that was insane is that his son, pretty sure the son of like the captain or like the guy who made it, while he knew his dad was missing, like gone.
Oh, like
He
oh.
chose to like not that like not for me to tell you how to do your thing, but he didn't try. He went to a Blink-182 concert while he knew his dad was missing.
So he was like, my dad's actively missing.
And he's like, but I have this Blink-182 concert. And then I don't know, my friend was talking about this. He did that, and then so stupid. Like, I think Cardi B tweeted something like, you shouldn't do that, or like, was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like,
And then he makes this video, like, coming back at Cardi B on like just just ripping her for nothing in relevance.
nothing relevant.
And I was just like, this is so wild because your dad.
I didn't see any of that.
Yeah.
Is the video still up?
Just do like.
And you said it was on Twitter?
Yeah. Do maybe like Cardi B.
Like Oceangate,
Cardi B.
Son, Cardi B
Yeah.
response.
Yeah.
Like, it's got to be there.
It was just so like.
Wow, nothing came up, which makes me
maybe-
think maybe they're.
Oceangate, Cardi B.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Maybe we're too specific on that search.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, is this Cardi B? Is this the video?
From that submarine shit. One of the billionaires, their stepson, is at a concert, right? At a
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
Blink-182 concert.
stepson, though.
And people is like, well, what is he supposed to
Yeah,
do? He's
yeah,
sad
Let me
So,
search
okay,
screen recording to make it easier.
at the house. Is he supposed to go look for himself? Yes. You're supposed to be at the house sad. You're supposed to be crying for me. You're supposed to be right next to the phone waiting to hear any updates about me. You're supposed to be counseling your mom and
thunder.
shit. Like, isn't it
Maybe.
sad that you a whole fucking billionaire
God, we're off topic.
and nobody gives a fuck about you? Like,
Also, why did she pick that
I
filter?
don't know, man. This
it
is
took me like a
so, like-
second to be like, what the fuck
fuck?
is that filter?
I have no idea. We're living in a fucking dystopia right now. But so like his
Oh,
stepson.
here we go. This
And
might have the video.
He commented back.
Maybe the video's deleted, but a quote from it was, Cardi B, we know all your latest releases are trash, but is your career this desperate for attention now? I mean, like, once again, like, nothing to do with...
Yeah.
But it's the stepson, so, like, who knows? Maybe it's...
Yeah.
I'm guessing if you're a billionaire, especially, like, did you hear how fucking shitty the submarine was built?
I heard how there was a lot of flaws.
I would have never fucking gotten in that. Like,
Yeah.
for $250,000,
Mm-hmm.
you couldn't pay me $250,000 to get in that
Yeah.
vehicle.
Yeah.
It sounded like it was held together with like string and duct tape.
Mm-hmm. I can't. Yeah. when does your alarm go off in your head that like this just isn't like maybe I should like
This
not
ain't it, Chief.
like maybe I shouldn't trust this fucking thing. Maybe I shouldn't go down here.
Did you
I don't
hear about the guy who was about to go and last minute was like, this isn't safe, and said, I'm not going?
See, again, how did the other people, that's in, I think
Or-
if someone even put that idea in my head, well, like if I was committed to doing it and then I heard someone back out and they were just like, yeah, I just don't feel safe. I'd be like, why
Now
don't you
I don't feel safe.
Like, why don't you feel safe? And then like, man, that's just.
Or even crazier, the guy, the guy who brought his son, who the son didn't even want to go. He was like, I just want to make my dad happy for Father's Day. Yeah.
That's so tragic.
That is,
that makes
if
all these
I don't
memes that
do-
much worse. Holy shit.
if I do something unsafe, that's on me.
Yeah.
But if I drag a family member,
Yeah.
somebody who I created,
Yeah.
to go on this thing that's what the fuck?
That's a hard thing to have.
That's the only one when some people are like, maybe they faked their death. That's the only thing where I'm like,
Why would they do that?
because it's so like stupid that they got on there in the first place.
Yeah. I wonder if the guy I'd love to know more about. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of stuff out there.
You're smart enough to become billionaires, but you're not smart enough to think, maybe I shouldn't get on this
Yeah.
fucking death trap.
Yeah. I wonder if like I want to know more about the guy who made it. If
What do you want to know?
Like
I didn't do
just
a ton of
just
research.
his background. Like in my head, if this is so unsafe, and that's what everyone's saying, that it's just blaringly unsafe. Was he like
Con man?
yeah or something like?
Maybe.
Because
I mean, he's got to be really
I guess-
fucking good at sales. Like-
yeah, I mean, maybe here's the thing. Like hindsight is 2020. Like everyone now is like, oh my God, this was so unsafe. Why would you even consider going on here? But like maybe these people just didn't get all the facts, and like I get on I take a ferry like across Lake Michigan. Like I don't fucking like think to ask like, oh, is this up to protocol? Like I'm just trusting that like this thing is gonna get me here to there.
Mhm.
I think if I'm going down to the ruins of the Titanic, I'd be a little more aware and try to be. I'd have more. I need more convincing
Information.
that I was safe.
I mean,
But
here's the thing: is
I-
like there are millions of ferry rides on that ferry.
Yeah,
Every single like this is like clearly
Yeah.
unregulated.
yeah,
Clearly like not up to par. I mean, even
yeah.
just the fact of like how crammed they
Yeah.
were in this.
I don't
thing,
want to drag this guy who made it, but this sounds like this gives me cult energy.
like look how fuck you. Stop showing me ads, you stupid bitch. Look how crammed in this thing
Yeah.
they were. Am I still screen recording? Shit.
yeah, they were crammed in there.
Look at this thing. That's how crammed they were. Like they
Yeah.
had to sit crisscross applesauce, and
Yeah.
their heads were still maybe gonna hit the ceiling.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
why would you ever get in that? That is
You can do all the research on this guy up until they all went down there, but this is just giving me really I question this guy. Cause like why would he go down there? Like he believed that it was safe.
well. Here's the thing: is they've done it a couple of times.
Oh,
But,
so
like-
it wasn't their first trip in that thing in that submarine. It's not even a
No,
submarine. It's
yeah,
like
they've done it before successfully, but they've also had
Oh.
like situations where something happened
Mm.
and they had to like pull back.
Huh. It's so eerie.
Yeah, very eerie, very like big question mark.
Very preventable too. That's what sucks even more. That pissed me off.
See, now I'm thinking about like, oh, all these billionaires that are like they're starting to offer like you can go up into space. Is it going to be like this shit
yeah.
where it's like you can go see the Titanic? Like there are people that have, but like
Yeah. What was wild was like all like again, just every single person I saw getting on these to talk about it was like red flag, red flag, red flag, red
Mhm.
flag, red flag, red flag, red flag.
yeah.
I was like, God, like does how didn't any of that get to those people? And I mean, like I said before, hindsight is 2020, but
Mhm.
And now that you said that there was problems with it before, or
Yeah.
like they had problems.
So you were talking about there was a reporter that like did a report on it and went and like took a trip. I know this from TMG, so this could be wrong, but this is what they were talking about, how there was a reporter who was like going over like, hey, this thing's unregulated and like could be risky, like sign my name. And he went on it and he was supposed to go down that far, and then they like had a problem and he had to come up.
On the one that went down?
Yes.
So they went down, and this reporter had to bring him back up.
Yeah, they had to bring him back up because something went wrong.
So like something on the submarine went wrong?
Yeah. Like, oh, hey, we should probably go up because it's not safe anymore. And
then they went back down afterwards.
With the reporter?
Without the reporter.
Yeah, like they fixed it. They were like, good as new. And they started sending people again.
Okay, again, another good, maybe not good comparison, but think of like an airplane. Like,
here's the thing though, is they kind of do that with airplanes a little bit.
What do you mean?
Like there are times where people are like, they're just kind of like, oh, this airplane is not like, there are like certain stories about airplanes like not being up to code.
Yeah.
On stuff.
Yeah.
But here's the thing is like the airplane didn't look like, the airplane isn't controlled by a $30 Logitech gaming controller.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like I think that's the difference.
Yeah.
It's just.
But like on it, like I go on an airplane and like I feel like, I'm trying to think where I was going with this. I just like I feel like that's
I
something
think we gotta move. Like we're kind of on the same thing. Like we're kind of just. I think the thing that was like my mind blowing like was, or not necessarily mind blowing, but like at least this is the best case scenario, was them being like, oh, it imploded on itself and their deaths were instantaneous. It wasn't.
Yeah.
We thought for the longest time that like their oxygen was depleting and that they were slowly like suffocating.
Have you seen videos of like?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to, have you seen them?
I've seen a video that was like a train cart, the ones that like carry like oil or something, and they like simulated, you can like simulate by like kind of like sucking out all of like the air from one of those, and it's like that's what it looks like when like something implodes underwater. And just knowing that video in my head, I was like, holy shit. Seeing something that size of like a fucking train cart just instantly getting sucked in.
Well, but did you see the like 3D render of it?
No.
Like so this video is like somebody made what the implosion probably looked like at that like water pressure. Just like, hold on. Flick up.
Wow. Yeah.
Like that happened in seconds.
Yeah.
So, and like I read up on it, so it sounds like that would have been literally instantaneous. Like one moment they were alive. Yeah. Which is like, obviously don't want them to die, but like best case scenario.
Well, see, that's what, because I was in my head before. In my head before, I was like, oh my God, slowly losing oxygen.
Yeah.
Torture.
Yeah.
Like torture chamber.
Yeah.
But if it was just like, that would probably be better than for them at least, just in the sense of not getting your life slowly sucked out of you.
Yeah.
But
yeah, no. I just was like, that makes it better, but I don't know.
Well, you don't want to know that they like suffered for hours. And
yeah.
Then,
I'm just thinking along the lines of like people making jokes about it. Like, I still am not really 100% sure how I feel about it, because I'm like, people make jokes about 9/11, but it probably wasn't until a lot after 9/11 that people made those jokes. I don't know.
The internet
I was torn.
But it's just, the internet jumped.
Oh, jumped on
Didn't
that shit.
Didn't skip a beat.
God, the amount of memes that I saw about submarines, I was like, fuck, I know way more about submarines than I ever wanted to at this point. Like, the fuck?
Yeah. There's just so much to it for how like simple this was. Like, I feel like there's so many angles to it of wasn't that like vessel not even designed to go to that depth?
I don't know.
Oh.
I honestly didn't look too much.
There's probably so much going on.
I mean, it sounded like it was not built in a way that should have ever gone on an expedition like that once, let alone as many times as it did.
Yeah.
Like, they should have had a legit submarine, but that was like constructed out of random supplies.
Yeah. They
I'm
went to, like,
sure
a
it worked for a
junkyard.
bit.
Yeah, junkyard. And they
Yeah.
like put it together.
No,
Man.
crazy. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Definitely like a sad thing that I
Mhm.
was just like the memes were funny, but like you were kind of right. Like if you just reacted, you're like, damn, that's funny. But then like really thinking about it, you're like, wow, I feel really shitty that I laughed at that.
Yeah.
Like that's really like I probably laughed, I would say 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
But then was followed up by just being like, damn, like that's
I kind of was like, God, like stop. Like I almost
Yeah.
like I was going through my feed. I was like, oh God, I gotta look away. I'm just gonna look away. This is too fresh.
yeah.
This is too fresh.
Yeah. I don't know. I think people were joking. Like with white people humor, I honestly have to say I think part of the reason I found it funny was he was just more talking about like I think the other one I laughed at was like it was like Titanic 2, Humans 0. And I was just like almost like being like the Titanic is the bad
Yes,
guy.
yeah,
I don't know why,
yeah.
but that like makes it in my head that's like, all right, at least
Yeah,
he's not like
That Titanic is the villain somehow.
yeah, versus
Yeah.
like I saw some that were like me like swimming underwater to go find these dead billionaires' wallets. I'm like,
Jesus.
not sure about that one, Chief.
Yeah.
Get it, edgelord or
Mm,
like they're billionaires, like eat the rich, but like, bro,
no.
we literally don't know if they're dead or not.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if they hadn't died and they'd
Mhm.
found them, and you just like come up to shore, you just survived this thing that you
Yeah.
like weren't sure if you were gonna
you
live.
like open your phone.
You open your phone and it's like people making jokes about you being
You're
dead.
like, wow, that was fast.
I don't know. I think that's just like, I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh my God. I don't. Yeah.
I would be upset. I would be genuinely.
Well, yeah, you just went through this horribly traumatic experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think what amazed me was just like the speed at which the memes happened. That was kind of looking back, this is still happening. Like just looking at it, that's what is very eye-opening. I'm like, oh my God. And then that it got so popular. Not that it isn't like, but like we were talking about like the war in Ukraine on the
first drop on our
first
Patreon.
drop. Yes, on our Patreon. Just to like it,
Words.
yeah, I was like brain freeze. How that we were just saying how like that has like kind of fallen out of the news cycle, but still very much happening.
Yeah.
But like we're all talking about a fucking submarine right now where like 5 people like lost their lives. But like,
Mhm.
you know, Ukraine, that's still happening. And like I'm sure every day, like, you know,
Yeah. I mean,
it's like, I mean, that's like the news cycle.
exactly. I was just
That's the
gonna say
news
that. That's
cycle.
the
But it
viral
just
cycle.
again, like another example of whoa, like
Siri,
oh
stop.
my God,
Dude, why does Siri do that?
that scares me
Siri,
every
stop.
time. That scares me every time. God, that's so dumb.
I can't wait to like while I'm editing this, like look at your face. Cause you even there, you're
So I always think it's someone who just walks in. I'm like I'm about to get like hit or something. Yeah, it's just the tragic news cycle. And I think in a different world, or like even like this happens again, or something like this happens again, it doesn't even get any sort of
well, and that was
any kind of like people know about it.
a lot of like Puberty was just reporting on it.
Yeah.
And I looked at the comments and a lot of people, and obviously too, it's just like, it's everyone's speculation and experience, but they were like, oh, they're like kids in I forget which country, but like Thailand
Yeah.
that are like poor, that are like stuck in a cave.
Yeah.
And like nobody talks, like it does not get this amount of coverage.
Yeah.
Also, the only reason it got this much coverage.
It was because they're billionaires.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Very clickable.
Yeah. Interesting.
And also very like, you know, people have stuff against rich people,
yeah.
you know.
Interesting.
Like more, I mean, I think that's part of it is like, oh, hey, let's report on this. And then people were like, oh, let's make memes about this.
Yeah.
And then it was just kind of this constant cycle of like, well, if we keep reporting on it, we'll keep getting views, we'll keep getting dollars, people will keep making memes, so it'll keep getting bigger and bigger. We might as well just keep writing clickbait articles
Yeah.
about it.
I
Like,
saw like James Cameron hop on an interview. Not that he's
who's
not.
James Cameron?
He's a filmmaker.
What movies has he made? I don't know shit about shit on.
He's a super popular filmmaker. I can't think of a movie he's made.
You're fine. You don't have to look at it.
I'm more mad. I want to look it up. But he has built himself, I'm pretty sure, a submarine and gone down to the Titanic wreckage and like looked at it. I just remember that being a whole thing that like he did once. And like, not that he's not knowledgeable in that, but it just felt so like it makes sense why he's talking about it, but like the fact that he just jumps on an interview to do it, I was like
he just started talking. I mean, I'm sure someone was like, "You should come on and do it."
Someone probably was like, "Oh, you have
yeah." Anyway, you don't have to look up James Cameron. I think it's pointless. I just wanted to like
you look up shit all the time. Let me look it up. God.
Well, I mean, but like it doesn't. I mean, what movie he directed doesn't really matter.
Avatar.
Oh, okay.
Huge. Oh, and the Titanic, I guess.
Oh, okay. See that adds context though. All right, okay, that's like the best case scenario.
Yeah,
that's like okay. Then I feel like he probably did a ton of fucking research on that. Like,
and he went down. He like made his whole thing. He made his whole submarine like went down.
Okay, but that makes sense.
Yeah, it just felt like I don't know, something about it was like there was like,
yo, you got to do this because it'll help like
get me back into the. But he does have a lot of knowledge on it. Like he, as we can tell, but. I was like, it just threw me off. It almost was like the perfect cameo to come in.
I mean, I think he should.
Yeah.
I mean, like he probably knows it like a lot about the. If you directed a movie about the Titanic, you're gonna know about it. And also, like it's like the shoe fits.
Yeah.
The shoe fits. So, and yeah, if he's been down there, he definitely should be like, I did it, and like here was my experience. Like, I would be very curious to know, like, was his submarine as shitty as theirs was?
No, it was not.
Exactly. Like,
yeah.
That's a good, like, hey, look, I did it. Like, what the fuck were they thinking? Like,
yeah, maybe it was a little like kicking a dead horse kind of thing, where it's like
I don't think so.
Him jumping in. It's like, yeah, we know, like it was horribly, like he didn't.
I don't think that's a kick the dead horse. I think it's like hey, here's a guy who did it right.
Yeah,
I would like to see that.
Yeah.
Or even like, here's a guy that actually makes sense for him to go down and see the Titanic.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, you like dedicated a huge chunk of your career to making a movie about the thing that everyone or that those people were going to go
and like I said, he did do a documentary documentary type movie where he's down there. So.
Oh, he did a documentary. Okay, yeah.
Like that type of movie. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that. I want to see that.
Yeah, I think it was.
Even though I've never seen the Titanic, it's like.
Yeah. Oh, I exited it. It was like I think Disney helped him do it or something.
I'm sure if we. Yeah.
But yeah, it was. He's been there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And that's a good reason to go.
Yeah.
Probably a lot more safety precautions on that one.
Yes.
Crazy.
Definitely.
Crazy. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Wasn't just a tourist thing.
Now that you're talking about it, I think doing more research on the guy who actually did it would be really like
interesting.
Or just
paint a picture.
You're right. It is a good question mark of like, how did he convince these billionaires to hop on this thing?
Yeah.
Was he lying? Was he truthful, but just a really good salesman?
Did he like just maybe like blinded by his belief that it's good?
Yeah.
Like that could be it.
Did the employees? There's gonna be a crazy documentary. Did you see like they hadn't even found it and like someone tweeted about like, oh, like so like some company is coming out with a documentary this weekend about it. Oh, let me see if I can find it.
Holy shit.
It was from Bass Pop or something, or
wow.
Pop Bass or something. Pop Bass Ocean. Oh, fuck you.
That is so quick.
Bass Oceangate. Wasn't there another event that was like it happened and like 5 days later they're like, we have a documentary. What? How do you
How?
Oceangate documentary tweet, maybe? Yeah. Here we go. 2 days ago, a documentary on the missing Titanic tourist submarine titled Titanic Sub Lost at Sea will air this Thursday on UK's Channel 5.
That is something doesn't add up there.
See, that is like news being like, we're capitalizing,
but like
monetize.
That
that's
gives me
up.
Such weird vibes. How do they have all the information? How can they like film? How do they?
They probably don't.
Maybe it's just a really horrible. Maybe it's just gonna be like a bunch of B-roll sort of thing, and then just someone talking over it.
I have thought about this. I want to start looking at documentaries the same way I look at reality TV. Reality TV is probably pretty fucking fake, and a lot of what you see on there isn't accurate.
Mm-hmm.
It's a story built off of editing.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's how documentaries are too.
Oh yeah.
And especially
there's a narrative that they like fill with documentaries for sure.
Like I'm sure some of them, like the Jordan documentary, have things that are like whatever, but it's pretty on brand. But then there are other documentaries that are just like, we should say this crazy fucking thing.
Yeah.
That's like I remember, what's that documentary? It's like some documentary about being vegan or vegetarian or like how meat's bad for you. And in it, they were like, eating one egg is equivalent to smoking 5 cigarettes. And I was just like, there's no way that's fucking true.
Yeah. Like, huh?
This thing that people eat normally and have for years, like hundreds of years.
Yeah.
Is the same as smoking 5 cigarettes. Fuck out of here.
Yeah.
I have something a little bit more like fun, haha, hee hee.
Let's go. Let's pick up the pace here. Let's get the vibes. Let's get the vibes going.
Well, I just thought this would be like kind of a fun conversation for us.
Okay.
So another article, a guy spent $81,000 on leg lengthening because women kept rejecting me.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So I'll give you the TLDR. I've been trying to read the articles before I present them to you from now on, because I feel like last podcast I didn't do that and it fucked us. So this guy was 5'5".
Perfectly normal height.
Yeah. And he apparently got no bitches.
Oh, okay.
No bitches. So his solution was to go over a year-long like multiple surgeries to like lengthen the bones in his leg.
Yep.
Here's the thing, only the bones.
Yeah.
Lengthen the bones 7 inches. So he went from 5 feet to 5'5" to 6 feet tall.
What?
5'5" to 6 feet tall.
So I've heard of this.
Me too.
And like it's like this wild thing where you literally break your leg and then you push it apart a little and then bone grows, break it again. And you just keep, but 7 inches, that is literally like that much of like, and bone grows like a fucking like snail's pace.
Yeah. Yeah. It took him like a year. And
did he ever think that
what?
it's not his height that he didn't get bitches?
Sorry, say that one more time.
Did he ever think it wasn't his height?
So in the article, it says, and this is just dumb. As a teen, he was rejected by his crush because he was too short and too young for her.
Okay, so there's 2 things it could have been: height and age. You're getting older.
And then he kept saying, I held on to that and would always consider my height before approaching women, which would often cause me to miss out on opportunities. I will say, I definitely think about it. Like when I approach girls sometimes, I'm like, there is a shot that like they immediately check me out because I'm fine. Like that's how there are, like, as much as girls will be like, no, that's definitely a thing.
Yeah.
But I do fine. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, how there, I almost want to say he's going to get tall.
Someone was 2 in his, like, who, like, dang, like, I just wish someone could be like, you're in your head about this. Like,
yeah.
Like, it's a joke. Like, it's seriously a joke that, like, girls are like some girls do like taller guys, but like, the whole, like, what we shit about on, like, your height and stuff, like, short kings, like, it's a joke. Like, girls do not care.
Well, okay, I don't agree with that. I think girls do care. There are definitely girls
sure, girls that care, but, like, not that many. Like, I think there's so many others who do not give a shit about how tall you are.
Totally. There are plenty of girls out there who do not give a fuck. That's what I'm saying. Is like, bro, like, there had to be, if you were getting no girls, there's not something wrong. It's not your height, bro.
Yes.
It's you.
Like they're like something else. Like to have to break. Oh my God.
If this guy was like, oh yeah, I listen to Andrew Tate, I'd be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, totally.
You need to check off like 15 other things. Like, you should have a doctor like literally look at you and be like, all right, like, run through your personality. Like, maybe that's it. Okay, no, you're cool. Do you have like body odor? Nope, you smell great. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Are you like a fucking psycho?
Yeah.
Cool.
Are you like, and I don't know.
Like, there's so many things I'd have to like they should check off before they're like, nope, scientifically proven it's your height, dude. It is your height. Why you get no bitches?
Yeah. There's a lot in this. I think the like most just, I don't know. I just thought this was really cringe, but he's like documenting it on TikTok. And I was like, I don't know.
That's interesting. I would.
Do you want to see the difference?
Yeah. I do want to see, but I'm squeamish. So like if it's like
No, you won't see anything.
yeah, but if
I won't show you anything terrible. So this is like oh how tall he was.
Yeah.
And then this is after.
oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So it's like pretty
God.
drastic. But here's the thing. Homeboy is on crutches. Like his thing is done. He has to like learn how to walk again.
Wow.
And I'll give you the TLDR. If you want to scroll through, there's like bunches of pictures. I'll give you the TLDR. From what I was like reading from the comments, there are people who are like, there's a chance because like I said, his bones grew.
Yeah.
But it's not like
Nothing
you can
else
just
did.
generate muscle. Like,
yeah.
you know, like it will stretch, but he'll probably have issues with like the muscles. So
Oh my
he won't be able
God.
to, like, he could maybe learn how to like walk comfortably, but he won't be able to run or play sports or anything like that.
It just like, so I'm happy. So here's what I'm noticing. First picture, he's literally not smiling. Like he just looks like mean mugging. And like this next one, like he has a huge smile on his face. So like, I hope that like this is like made him happy. I don't know if it'll like cure the problem of like getting women, but like if it was like such a psychological thing for him that like this was the only way to like be happy, go for it. But I do not know if that is the reason he was not getting girls.
Yeah. The big question mark.
Yeah.
Big question mark. Someone's got to have him on a podcast, and like I feel like I could identify from there.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not a bad looking dude.
no.
Not a bad looking dude. As far as I can go from
Yeah.
rating dudes.
Yeah. He looked jacked.
Yeah. No, definitely jacked.
Like,
Not, like I said, not a bad looking guy.
no, he looks.
It's just
yeah.
like, dude, if, you know, just get your game up.
I would try so many other things before taking a
Yes.
year to grow.
That's the thing is like, not only that, but like, first off, not a very common procedure.
No.
There's no way that like this was 100%
Free, yeah.
safe and it's going to, he dropped 80K on it.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way that this was like, he's going to come out of this and be like, I'm back to normal. Like,
yeah.
there has to be some crazy side effects to like defying nature,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Like I was thinking about this myself. I was like, would I ever get this? Because I don't know if I ever told you this, but one of our friends, Bryce,
Mhm.
when this thing first started like kind of popping, he
Mhm.
sent me the article. And I kind of got pissed at him. I was just like, first off, fuck you. Like, it's funny, but like, fuck off. Like, he was like, when are you going to get it? I was like, when are you going to shut the fuck up? Like, I was like, what?
That's so
Like,
funny.
just out of pocket. Like, it's one thing if
Yeah.
he's like, oh, yo, and if we're in person, like, oh, yeah, I heard about this. Like, and I don't know why, but like the DM is just like, I don't talk to you normally. And the first thing that you send me is like,
Yeah.
not like, hey, man, like, hope you're doing well. Like, just,
But what if he opened with "Hope you're doing well" and you're like, "Oh, I'm doing really good," and then that
He's
article
just-
gets sent through?
yeah, that would have probably been more painful.
That,
But more,
yes, no,
for
I
me,
get
okay,
it.
it's
Yeah,
like,
I get it. Yeah,
it's
no, I
like-
get it.
if we never talked, I'm trying to think, like, what's
Yeah.
something you could be, I'm not saying that I'm insecure, but I'm definitely aware, like,
It's just
being
like a
short
weird-
kind of sucks dick
Yeah,
sometimes.
Yeah, it's weird for someone you don't talk
Yeah,
to.
like imagine you were super like skinny and you were really self-conscious about it and we
Yeah.
never talked for a while and then I was just like, hey yo Zemmy, like here's a joke about you being anorexic.
yeah,
Hope you're doing well.
yeah,
You know?
Yeah,
Like
no,
versus like if you would have sent that to me, I would have been like, haha, hee fuck you.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
that, more that.
Like an endearing "fuck you." This was like, dude, what?
Yeah.
Like,
Anyways, I was thinking, because obviously I opened the
Yeah.
article, I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? And I was just like, I would never, it's not worth $80,000 for me.
oh yeah,
Maybe if it were $3,000, I would consider it.
yeah,
But on top of that, no way I'm gonna be out of commission for a year to be taller.
yeah,
I don't give that much of like I don't know about homeboy, but my sex life isn't hurt
yeah,
that much by being 5'5".
yeah.
You do you, bro, but
So you wouldn't get the. So what would be like the dollar amount that you would like?
like I said, $3,000.
Okay.
And it would have to be like, yo, we could do this, and it would take max 1 month.
Okay.
Maximum.
Okay.
1 month, but then you're like good to go.
Yeah.
That's when I would get it. And
Okay.
I would want other people to have gotten it before me and
Absolutely.
know
Yep,
there
that-
are
yep.
literally zero risks and you will like your life
Minimal
will be exactly the
complications.
same.
Yep.
But like you could play all the sports you like, you could, like whatever,
Yeah.
but you'll just be taller.
Yeah.
know for a fact that is not going to be the case with him.
No.
Yeah.
There has to be something that goes wrong.
I also just have a philosophy of life. Like, clearly this guy was so wrapped up in like, hey, here's this thing I literally cannot control, but I'm going to blame every bad thing that has happened on that right there.
Yeah.
That, I have an issue with that, and like people who kind of like not necessarily live like that, but think too much about it and think, oh, this is the thing that's keeping me down,
or like this is what's holding me back.
Yeah.
And
whereas like, no, dude, that's just like,
that's why I wish like one of his, like a therapist, a doctor, a friend, or I mean, I'm sure they did, but I would hope that they did, and like if still like I hope that they would step in and be like, dude, this is not why, this is not the issue.
Yeah, someone had to step, like somebody.
I think they did. They probably was like, no, it is, and then it's like, I mean, shit, if you want to throw your money at it, like, you gotta go for it.
The crazy thing though is in his TikToks, like there are other people that are doing this. Like it's not a one-off thing. Like,
oh, he found a subreddit and just found his community.
Well, I think this like gym is like for people who are doing this. Like it's a whole company.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, oh, and actually, let me show you the TikTok. The TikTok kind of is like, I mean, honestly, not gonna lie, his creative pretty damn good.
Yeah. Besides hypothetically getting more women or getting more like not getting rejected by women, what are the other benefits of just being like taller?
Better at sports, probably.
But like,
I have
his age, like, what, you can go join the NBA?
True. That's true. You're right. I guess for me, like, this would have been great when I was like 16 and not growing.
But that's
again,
skill.
1 month turnover, like do it over the summer, and then all of a sudden, like I'm taller and like it applies, and I've like can grow, not even grow, but like get used to my body. And like,
but you still have to get the skill.
I'm not gonna like not suck my own dick here. I was pretty good at hockey. Genuinely think like a lot of scouts looked me over because it's like, oh, he's so little and like. Not gonna lie, like if you put me against like a 6-foot defenseman, I really can't do a lot.
Yeah,
like it's not very competitive when his stick is taller than me.
Yeah,
or not taller, but you know what I mean. Like, almost as tall as me.
Yeah,
like
that's pretty tough.
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
Yeah,
but
I think too that's how this is so just like oh, but like that's how like great players or great whatever is formed is like. You have something that is like not supposed to be like
yes,
and I think like yes, you're this height, but like you could have still been a great hockey player. You would have just
100%.
You would have just had to work 15 times harder than everyone else.
So like, I'm a big fan of like, hey yo, these are the cards that you're dealt, and just like, hey yo, if pro hockey
you can
isn't
change
in the cards,
you can change some of the cards, but like there are some like definites to life. There are some like absolutes, and if like you can still succeed with those, and like that makes you like 15 times better. Because how are they going to stop someone at your height who is just skating around them and they're just such big giants? Like,
no, that is actually a thing. That was a thing.
Once you crack that, then they're just like, fuck, like we need smaller defenders. We can't have these fucking like giants. We need
but I mean, it's like basketball. That's not a thing. Like,
I mean, it is. There's some really short basketball players who are cooking. I mean,
yeah, but like generally, like the majority of basketball is like you want a tall guy.
Yeah.
Like it's never like if the short guy is out there, like he's pretty fucking good, and like you know that like compensates for it. But I think there are a lot of like taller basketball players that are kind of just like, you're good, but like it's a good thing you're tall.
Yeah. They definitely you definitely have like a better advantage for sure, but I think like the skill would just outshine. Like even if this guy was taller, like I don't know like if he'd be any better at, well, in his case, getting girls. But in like in any like in a sports setting, like he could just still be ass at sports.
Yeah. No, 100%. I'm not saying like he's any, but I'm saying you could in my situation, if I was
maybe
taller,
had more opportunity.
Yes. Like if I was taller, I would have definitely got more scout looks. Like 100. I have no doubt. Like, cause I got decent scout looks when I was playing. But like it was just kind of like,
yo, this is when we have our intern. We're like, yo, Q was mixtape. Q was highlight reel.
Highlight reel, just fucking. No, like
explosion as it hits the top net.
Once again, I always think I was a really great defensive player, but I didn't like playing defense because, like, once again, it was just like a tall guy comes up against me. I'm like, I can play your body, and then what? You like. just
Run me over.
What am I, if I'm, I think when I played, I think I was like on average like 160, 170.
Yeah.
Like, it's just,
yeah,
it was pretty good center mass. And I was better in the corners. I will say that.
Yeah.
Like, that was my thing.
I was
like,
gonna say,
give
like,
me
you're
the puck
short, but like you're like broad shouldered. Like, I feel like that would be like you're still like not that movable.
Yeah, but if you got a smart defenseman in the corner with me that knew like, oh, hey, like, yeah, he's going to turn sharp, but all I have to do is just kind of go like this and just like put him against the boards to stop him.
Yeah.
And then at that point, it's just like, all right, like,
yeah,
looking above me.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it would have changed the game, but it definitely would have been.
Yeah, an advantage.
Yeah.
Or at least more opportunity.
Like, I think there's been like 1 or 2 5-6 players in the NHL.
Mm-hmm.
At least like I'm more recently.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not, and once again, you're dealt the cards that you're dealt, and honestly, I probably wouldn't have been as happy as like I am now doing my because now that I look back at it, like I enjoyed hockey, but honestly was doing it a lot for parental approval and like it wasn't what I was quote unquote passionate about. Like that's not what I wanted to spend like hours and hours and hours on. So, anyways,
I hope this guy's happy.
Wrap it up with a Lil Poo Poo Boi.
Yeah,
this.
Which one is this?
So this is also an article.
Okay.
But it is a Poo Poo Boi.
Okay.
I'm a poop. Lots of articles.
By definition, Poo Poo Boi.
Not just a Poo Poo Boi, Poo Poo artist. I'm a poop artist. Check out my crappy paintings. So this guy.
I think we got to get one like right there.
Last drop.
Yeah.
Last shit podcast. Yeah. That'd actually be kind of sick. So German artist Werner Hartl, 45, specializes in creating elaborate paintings out of cow dung, which he proudly showcases for fans like a veritable Da Vinci of doo-doo.
Da Vinci of doo-doo.
I have to say this article
That's like a villain name.
Oh, before this, they wrote the Picasso specializes in
Picasso, yes!
in turning crap into gold.
I am the Picasso. That's like a gamer tag. Picasso.
Dude, to be honest, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like, that's funny as shit. So TLDRs of this, I'm trying to learn how to like break down these articles to like the most important parts. Number 1, apparently says that because you think like this is stinky. When the cow poop dries, apparently it's not stinky.
Yeah.
I think that's just his nose getting used to it.
Could be, yes.
Like, have you ever been around something stinky long enough?
Yeah.
Where you like don't smell it anymore?
Yeah.
But and also like the way that he figured this out was claims his foray into feces-based art came serendipitously 10 years ago after he noticed how hard the cow manure was to clean off his barn. So homeboy was like
shoveling shit and like took a step back and was like,
this is fucking really hard.
Huh. Wait a minute.
Hey, yo, Bessie, get over here.
Yeah.
Take a shit. Puts it on the... Mixes the paint.
Just does this whole thing, steps back again. It's just like...
It's like one of those movie montages where like the main character like figures it out.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
It
hits his story arc and is like starting to like, all right, now it's like the ascent.
It's like that, like the hype music.
Yeah.
The build-up music.
Yeah. Yeah.
Rocky. Da-da-na. He's like just making all these paintings.
Yeah. Are they like abstract? I'm curious.
So here's the other thing. They're actually really fucking good.
Okay.
Like
this.
So look at this.
I mean, too, like an artist has got to use like what he has. That's a true artist.
Could you argue maybe better? Here's the thing too. I'm sure like back in the day when
Picasso should be named after him. I mean, shit.
Back in the day when people first started doing paintings, probably was using shit.
Yeah.
For like brown.
It's a material. Dude, this guy cooks.
Yeah. It's not bad.
No.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Lil Poo Poo Boi's kind of like, this cow is pretty fucking good.
That's that's way better. Yeah. That's way better than that art that we were looking at that looked like the dick and vagina.
Now here's like the part where I'm like, because I was immediately thinking, he probably sells these. Like, how sanitary is this? So he says, where is it? Why can't I? He said basically like, oh, it's actually pretty sanitary.
I feel like you'd have to put some sort of like coat over it to be like.
Oh, here it is. Naturally, some might view working with cow poop as unsanitary. However, Hartle claims that he doesn't see any health or hygienic issues. And then he says, according to clinical studies in 2003, cow manure contains bacteria that's healthy for humans. It strengthens the immune system and stimulates the production of serotonin.
I'm still not gonna eat shit, but
So cow poop could help you with your depresso espresso. Give you a little.
that's what's in.
Oh, you need some serotonin?
That's what's in
Here's
your.
cow shit.
That's
That's what's in your antidepressant.
damn it.
Secret ingredient. Cow shit.
Fuck. I want one for starters. I want a shit painting.
Oh, I was like, you want a antidepressant with cow shit?
No. I want one of his paintings.
Yeah, I think it'd actually be pretty sick.
Those are amazing.
Well, so here's the thing. He says that, and then it's followed up by, however, experts advise against handling cow dung as it can contain E. coli and other pathogens such as various parasites.
I would maybe like put like just some sort of like coating on it.
Yeah,
that,
like
like
if
locks it in.
If he like vacuum sealed it in saran wrap or something.
Yeah, or you can get like paint coats that like kind of just like
I feel like that wouldn't do it.
that like seals everything. Yeah, because they're like waterproof.
Yeah,
They're like waterproof. So like
Could
you
be
can
right.
like do something like that that's clear that like keeps the image. Or I mean, even just getting like a box that's vacuum sealed and like that's like part of the frame.
Yeah, that's more what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Like the vacuum seal
Yeah.
wrap or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it would be kind of funny, like haha, hee hee, but I don't think I'd want. Like if I had a family.
How much money? How much would you spend on it? How much money? How much would you spend?
Not very much. Like I'm not itching for a cow poop.
That'd be
Especially
sick.
too, like if I had a family, like I don't want them to like walk by a shit painting every single day, even if it is sealed. Like,
I wouldn't tell them that though.
That's even worse, man.
That's like the ultimate bit.
See, now you're like the Oceangate guy. He probably didn't tell those billionaires how dangerous it was.
Yeah, except this isn't that dangerous.
Next ocean, you never know. What if your painting has E. coli in it and you give your entire family E. coli? Your
No.
mom, your dad,
No.
Marshall, Cooper,
No.
they all get E. coli poisoning, die. I don't even know if it's poisoning.
You're going so far down the rabbit hole.
but
on
it's
this.
possible. But it could happen.
I'm saying if I can safely have it in my house, I would definitely have
Okay,
that.
well, yeah, but we don't know if it's safe or not.
I think I take that risk. Life is all about risks, and I take
I
that
don't
one.
know. I'm gonna tell your girlfriend. I'll be like, "Yo,
She
you gotta be
think
careful."
she think that'd be
Next
cool
art
too.
piece.
It'd have
Really?
to be, yeah. If
Do you
it's
think she
if
would
it's
think that's
if it's made
cool?
of if it's made of shit and it's like classy porn,
Call her right now.
yeah,
Ooh, classy porn shit.
Yeah.
Okay, that actually sounds
Yeah.
fucking sick. Call her right now.
no,
Be like, "Yo,
absolutely
yo."
not.
I'll call her.
Offline, we'll do that.
I'll call her. Be like, "So,
Offline.
all right, yeah, we'll update you on the next podcast."
No, 100%. That'd be so cool to have.
I think it would be cool, but I wouldn't want like I'm not. If it was like, "Yo, you could have this for $100 and it's a meme," I'd be like, "Yeah."
Yeah,
Like, let's
I
hang
would-
up in the office, or like
I
let's
drop 500.
If I had just like a fuck ton of money that I was like, you know what, fuck it, sure. But
Yeah.
I think I wouldn't go over 500.
I could go to 500. I think.
Even then, I'd be like, let's put this in like a glass case,
Yeah,
so that no matter what, it's not.
yeah. I'd
stinky.
figure out some way to get some sort of clear coating on it that like locks it in, and it's not like.
Totally.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's very environmentally friendly.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
hey, yo, homies, reducing, reusing, and recycling.
for sure. Yep. Probably not a lot of them are made, so it could be a collector.
You know what? You should also
One of a
reduce, reuse, and recycle. These nuts in your mouth. And that's how we're gonna end the podcast.
All right, I got burned. I got absolutely roasted. I'm cooked.
How do you feel about that one?
Like there's shit
Rate
in
it
my
out of
mouth.
10.
Like there's shit in my mouth. Like I got E. coli in my lungs.
Nice.
That's how I'm feeling right now.
That's pretty.
I feel sick.
Let's go.
So sick.
Guys, thank you for listening to this episode of the Last Drop Podcast. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all the things that help us. Go watch another one of our podcasts. If you're on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, leave us a review. Helps us out. We'll see you guys next week.